All right, welcome back. Hope the brightness is okay. I was gonna do this video yesterday, but it was raining, and it's not much better today. All right, so we got the universal pistol front and rear sight tool. This is mainly geared towards Glocks, but it will, if you have the dovetail front or rear sight like Mr. Sig here, then it's right for you. But if you just got Mr. Glock, it's just for you too, and we're going to see if it'll work with an optic. I'm not going to be removing any of these sights because they are where I want them to be, and I don't currently have a gun that does not have aftermarket sights on it. So if you're looking for a tutorial on how to work this thing and so forth and so on, there's an instruction manual, but I will show you the gist. Alright, so let's get on into this. Alright, so the brand is Feagle. I do believe I have one of their sights. It might be like a holographic type sight. Maybe it's some other brand. Pretty sure it's a Feagle brand though. This sucker's heavy. It is 100% aluminum minus the bolts. Minus the bolts and the spring and so forth. It does say it's stable and accurate. It's very stable, and it does have holes you can run some bolts through, or just even some drywall screws with some washers that would work, honestly, in my opinion. I'll just put the link below because there really isn't a whole lot of stuff I can tell you that you just can't read for yourself. That is not, honestly, a deal breaker as far as what it comes to about the item. It's $44.99. There was no sort of discount code. It's, what is today? It's November 9th, 2022, so if you find a discount code in July of 2024, sorry, I'm a liar. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up this sight pusher and the camera, and we'll see if it works on a Glock with a red dot, and show just the gist of how to operate this thing. Alright, so I'm sorry for the crotch shot, but you're looking at the back side. If you're using this and you're a right-handed shooter, the handle will be on this side. If you're a left-handed shooter, then it'll be on the other side. Alright, so I got this already set up. What you want to do is you want to set up your height. There's a turn wheel here, and it's spring-loaded, so make sure when you push it down, that's where you want it to be. Then you set up your side clamps here. You got 2 bolts there. It's got cushion foam tape all the way around. And then you'll see when I spin this, it goes left or right. So, Glock with an optic, will it work? It's looking like it will. Yeah, that's in there nice and tight. You don't want to get it too tight though, because then it starts pushing it out the other direction. I'm just trying to access the sight and not actually hit the, yeah. It'll be going this way. You can see it hits the sight, and it will move it. There is a set screw, so it's not going to move. But if you look right in there, this side has threads, the other side doesn't, because your T-handle actually goes in there and threads in. That way you can get a good leverage on it. But like I said, I'm not trying to remove this sight. And the reason I said earlier this is for any pistol, but mainly meant for Glocks, is because the front sight remover tool for a Glock is actually on this T-handle there. And if you look inside, if you don't know much about Glocks, there's a little bolt there. It's meant to go through the slide and into your front sight. So, with that being said, like, it works for Glocks. Alright, so let's set this thing up real quick to work on a SIG. The SIG slides are thicker than Glocks, so yeah, the main part is getting over the spring of that that lower part there. And that right there is about it. You can just turn it around and just move your sight one way or the other. And it does work with the SIG front sight as well. And there we go. It took a little finagling, but as you can see, it does get the front sight. The front part of your slide will actually hit. And I got this thing as low as it'll go, so I'm not sure how well it would work with a 45 SIG. This is a 357 SIG, so as you can see right there. So I really like how sturdy this thing is. If you look underneath, there's bolts that bolt this together. Does need tightened up apparently. Yep. So let's get my final thoughts. Alright, my final thoughts. Well, worked perfectly on the Glock, so if you have an MOS or a red dot installed on your Glock, no problem, especially with the front sight, because you don't have to, press it in from the side or anything. And onto the SIG. Well, if you got anything with a dovetail front sight or anything like that, you might have a little issue, especially if you're doing larger caliber, 45, 10 millimeter, any of those larger SIG frames. I completely forgot how XD was, how 1911s were. So yeah, if you got a Glock or anything that takes Glock sights, I think the Taurus G2C. Don't get me quoted there. Might be wrong, but I just want to thank Feagle for sending out the very nice universal pistol sight, even though, like I said, it's mainly for Glocks. Just remember to tighten up your bolts. No big deal. One giant bolt right there and there. The middle one's for your adjustment, your height adjustment. So there you go. I want to thank them, appreciate them, love you guys. We'll be seeing you.